Good morning, everyone. It's Marg with Creative Stamping with Marg. Welcome to another Wednesday video. As you can see, I'm already down on my desk here. I've got the starter kit special flyer in front of me. If anyone is wondering about that, if you join Stamping Up in the month of May, you pay $135, no shipping, no GST, and you can choose $165 worth of any product out of our catalog, and you will receive this starter kit special, which is worth $112.75. So if you're interested or curious about it, please contact me. My website is margaretgorn.stampinup.net, and there'll be information on there about it. But if you have any questions, please contact me. All right, so that's running the whole month of May. Okay, put that out of the way. Today we're going to do what I'm calling a designer series paper panel card. I watched another demonstrator make it. Her business name is Get Crafty with Sally. Not certain of her name other than Sally. And I really liked something that she did that caught my eye. So we're going to start with Misty Moonlight card base. It is 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4, so our standard looking card like that. You will also need a piece of the same color, Misty Moonlight. This piece is 2.5 by 5, and it's going to sit on the front. You're going to need a 4 by 5 1/4 piece of, I chose white, but depending on your designer series paper, you can choose what color you want. And I put it through the painted texture embossing folder. This embossing folder is now in our online store, so you'll find it there. That's going to go on the front of our card like that. You're also going to need another piece of white to go on the inside, and you know me, I cut mine with my deckled rectangles, so that's that for the inside. For designer series paper, you need a piece that is 2 3/8 by 4 7/8. And it's going to fit on top of here, just with that little border showing. All right. And part of Sally's card that I really liked is she had her embossed piece in white, and then she had a die cut in white. It wasn't this die cut, it was a different one, but this is the one I've chosen, which is from our Irresistible Blooms dies. And that is another online exclusive. So the dies look like that. Excuse all my extra pieces there. So that's the die I used. And I did, because it's very delicate, I cut it on an adhesive sheet so that putting it on will be easier. We'll just peel off the adhesive sheet. All right, so some kind of a die cut. All right, and then I have a half-inch strip of designer series paper, which is the other side of the paper that I've chosen. I didn't even tell you what I chose here. This is Winter Meadow. It did carry over from a previous catalog, and I love this paper. And of course, the name Winter Meadow makes you think that it is winter or Christmas or whatever, but I like this paper. It has beautiful foliage on it. This is the sheet that I used. And to me, it's not necessarily winter. Yes, there is like a pine bough here, but I think it can be used anytime. This piece reverses over to this, which is gorgeous, Misty Moonlight, and that's what I've got on this piece here. All right, so I just took a piece of that I had that was cut off of that sheet, and that's going to be my focal point. So it's going to go on there like that. So I think what we'll start with, put this to the side, is I'm going to put this die cut onto our embossed piece. I'm looking for my silicone mat here. Okay, got that. Just put it here, and I'm going to put it right to the edge, like lay it down like that, right to the edge, and I will trim it off. So I need my take your pick tool, I think, maybe not, maybe I can just use my fingernail to peel off the backing. That's sometimes the trickiest part with using your adhesive sheets on a delicate die cut. You just have to find the end of it. And unfortunately, this particular die cut is the ends are tricky to get it all off, but we'll work at it. So you just have to pull the paper off very carefully because it is a delicate piece of die cut here. All right, I think I'm getting there. I got to get back up to this other piece on the other side. And this one is an interesting die cut because you can sort of stretch it and manipulate it a little bit when you go to put it down. I'm not sure I'm going to do that, but I have used it where I've spread out the top and made it look a little different. All right, it's all coming off now. Okay, it is a tricky one, this one, but I haven't used it very much, but I do really like the look of it. And I thought this would be a good one on here. It's coming. Sorry, this is a part I probably could have started this. There we go. That all goes in the garbage. And then I'm going to just try to get my fingers off it and get it placed back sort of in its natural position. I'm going to start just with this edge, I think, and put it down like that. And then I can work with this. So I want it to be, there we go. There we go. That looks good. And that'll stay down really well without me having to worry about gluing it. All right, and then I'm just going to trim off the pieces that are overhanging, just like that. Okay, get rid of that because they are sticky. All right, and that's it. So I'm going to put that onto my card front right now. And then we can build the rest. Okay, so that's going on the right-hand side, that die cut. Just really like the way it looked, that had just an extra bit of detail. And really, you can't even really tell until you bring it up close. And I mean, you could use any embossing folder and any die cut that goes long. All right, so let's go ahead and put this designer series paper flat down onto our piece of cardstock. And this just has a very little border on it, just the 1/8 of an inch border. Like that. Just such a pretty piece of paper. And then that's going to go right on top there. No, you could put this up, I guess, on dimensionals. I hadn't thought about that, and make it a real focal point, but I did not do that. I just evenly put it into the corner here. And it is not on top of the die cut, but it could be. You'll see in my other sample that I did actually put this on top of the edge of the die cut. So there you go. Just a really interesting piece, I thought. All right, and then the greeting, I used, what stamp set did I use here? Thoughtful Wishes and the words Dearest Friend. And because they're spaced nicely on the stamp itself, I was able to stamp them separately just on that. And I used my Stylish Shapes for the circles. Oopsie. And I think I will just put this flat down. And I don't know if I brought embellishments or not for this one, but we'll see what we can devise to put on it. I actually did use a retired circle that's just that little tiny bit bigger than this one from the Stylish Shapes because I just wanted an edge. So circle dies, rectangles, I have never gotten rid of any of them because I just think they're so versatile and you use them all the time. Now with this, we could have used a ribbon on it. I didn't really bring any bling in, I don't think, for it, but we'll just think about that for a minute. And I think I will put this up on dimensionals on my other table here. Here we go. And I will just use 3. Just like that. And that. I'm not going to take them off just yet because I haven't decided where to put it. I kind of think I want it up in that space where there's no foliage there. There, that looks really good. All right, I'll decide on that in a minute. We'll do the inside. For the inside, I thought my piece of paper is going like this, and I thought I would just run this down the side like that or across the bottom. What do you think? It's very dark. I might use this other piece, side of it. I think I might run it across the bottom. So you know how I do this. I lay this up against my card at the fold and to the edge, and then I know exactly how long I want it and not to put glue where I don't need it. There we go. All right. And I'm just leaving a little bit of the misty moonlight showing at the bottom. You can do this any way you like, and then just trim off that extra piece, which I will probably save to use on another card. And I'm not putting anything on the inside of this card. I thought it could be a birthday card, it could be thinking of you, pretty much anything. When you're just on the front, I've got dearest friend. There we go, just like that for the inside, perfect. And now for the outside, what are we thinking? I do have a bow made here from the new ribbon, petal pink and white 1/4 inch diagonal trim ribbon. Looks like that. I do have a bow made here that I was going to use on another project. I could use that. I don't have any bling for this one though. I'm not sure I want a bow on it. It sort of detracts your vision from this die cut. I think I'll just go ahead and put this on, and I will bring my embellishment bin over and just see if there's something that catches my eye that I like. I think I'm just going to put it right there like that. Now, I think that is a gorgeous card, and that just adds so much interest with it on top of the embossed piece. And you don't even see the embossing until you get it up close, but I think it's very interesting. All right, my embellishment bin is here. Let's see what we've got. I do have Misty Moonlight in the Tinsel Gem 3-pack. Let's see what that looks like on here. That's this one here. That looks okay. I don't really have anything else, I don't think, in this other package. What are these ones called? Adhesive Backed Pearl Trio. These are new in the catalog. Those are very pretty too, aren't they? I kind of like those, so maybe we'll choose those ones instead of these. I don't know. Now I'm changing my mind. Nope, I'm going to go with my first choice. Sorry, indecision here. Okay, we'll deal with that after. I take your pick tool here, and we'll pull off, what do we want on this one? Put a big one. I'm going to put the big one right there in the white space. And I'm wondering if a couple of little ones on top of the die cut would look nice on the circles. There's only 2 sizes in this, just like that. That looks kind of neat. All right, so there we have it. There's our card. I will show you the sample I made from retired product, because I always try to do that first and sort of play around with my designs before I choose my current paper and everything. So this one was done, you'll recognize this daisy paper. It was in the last catalog, and this the Cheerful Daisies is still current, the die set. The dies and the stamp set, sorry. It's still current, so there's the Cheerful Daisies. And I used Wishing You the Brightest Birthday. I used that out of here. And I did use the label die that comes with this set, this one right here, to cut my label. And then I thought, you know, it looks very similar to another bunch of labels that we have, die cuts from the Something Fancy dies. And there's one die in there that just fits underneath here perfectly. So for this one, I used a different embossing folder, and this die cut comes from the Meadow dies, but I think you can see it there, and Retired Gems, of course. And then on the inside I did similar, put my strip of paper there and my greeting. So that one turned out really good, and I like both of them. And I was thinking after I did them, I wish I had done something with Very Vanilla. So I'll have to look for some paper that we could use for Very Vanilla and use it there. So I hope you enjoyed that. That was a quick one today. Excuse me. If you have any questions, you can always email me at mrgorn@shop.ca or contact me through my website. And I am working on a class. So this might be one of the cards in the class, and I would have the kits to go as well. So if anyone's interested in those, I will give you more information on another video. All right, I hope everybody has a great week.